Decorating your kitchen at Christmas can be a little bit tricky. You want to have that festive feeling all throughout your home, but at the same time, the kitchen is a busy place, especially during the holiday time. You're probably going to need your counter space. There's going to be lots of cooking and baking and gathering, and it may not be practical for you to have a ton of decor all over your counters or all over your kitchen island. So what I've found to be one of the most impactful ways to decorate a kitchen during the holiday season is with mini kitchen cabinet wreaths. In this video, I'm going to show you how I created these easy mini kitchen cabinet wreaths using only items I bought at the Dollar Tree. Hi, it's Lindsay Diane from DianeDecor.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made these easy DIY mini kitchen cabinet wreaths. I bought everything from the Dollar Tree. They're very inexpensive, and I'm going on my third year using these. So they have lasted and held up beautifully. They pack away nice and flat and nothing happens to them. I'm so excited to share this tutorial with you. Let's get started. To get started, here are the things that you'll need. You're going to need some of the mini 8-inch wreath forms. They sell these in a pack of 2 at the Dollar Tree. You'll also need some wired garland. Again, they also sell these at the Dollar Tree. You'll need some twist ties. Ideally, you want some green ones or ones that match the color of your ribbon. You're going to need 2 or 3 different types of ribbon. For me, I used 2 different styles of ribbon to create the bow, and I used a third type to create the long hanging string. But again, you can use anything that you like. You can have it all red or all gold, or just use 2 types of ribbon. It's really up to you. You can customize this project any way you'd like. You'll also need some scissors and either a stapler or a hot glue gun. Last but not least, you're going to need some command hooks to hook these onto your cabinets. So the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to create your wreath base. Now to do this, I unfurled my garland. Now again, my garland was 15 feet long, and so I just folded it in half and I snipped it halfway through to create 2 7.5-foot segments. This one 7.5-foot segment will be used to wrap around the mini wreath garland. So the Dollar Tree pack comes in 2 15-foot segments, so that means you should be able to create 4 wreaths from 1 pack of garland. To start, just hook the wire along one of the rings of the wreath form, and then start by wrapping around the wreath form slowly. You don't want to wrap it too tight because you want to be able to have it nice and fluffy. If you wrap it too tight, you may end up running out of garland. So wrap it a little bit loosely, loose enough so that you can kind of adjust it and spread it out if needed, so that you know you have your entire wreath form covered. The next thing that you're going to do is create your bow. Now for me, I used 2 different types of ribbon. I had a 2-inch ribbon and a 1-inch wide ribbon. The 2-inch ribbon I cut to be about 7 inches long, and the 1-inch ribbon I cut to be around 5 inches. Now we're just going to create a loop. Here's where you can use hot glue to glue the ends together, or you can use a stapler. I went in with the quick and dirty method and I just wrapped the loop, I stapled it, flipped it back right side out, and was ready to go. I did the same thing for the smaller segment of ribbon. Then I put one loop on top of the other. I pinched it in the middle to create that little bow form, and then I fastened it together using the twist tie. I twisted it nice and tight so that it was nice and cinched in the middle, and then the tails of the twist tie you're going to use to attach this bow to the wreath itself. Next, you're going to cut a larger piece of ribbon. This is your hanging ribbon. This is what the wreath will actually hang from when you attach the command hook to the back of your cabinet. This, I used a strip of ribbon that was about 22 inches long. Again, I just looped it through the top of one of the rings of the wreath, and I fastened it together on the ends using a twist tie. Last but not least, you're going to take your command hook and you're going to put them at the midway point of your cabinet width. And here's the trick: you are going to make sure that you install that command hook upside down, because you need something to hook and hold while you drape the ribbon and the wreath back over the front of the cabinet. So it's very important that you have this command hook mounted upside down so that it holds your wreath together. Again, I'm going to show another shot of how I have the twist ties looped and hooked onto the command hook, and you'll be able to see you can kind of tighten and loosen that, and when you do that, it will give you sort of more slack or less slack so that you can position your wreath so that they're absolutely even with the one next to it and the one next to it and the one next to it. Here's a final look at how these mini Christmas wreaths looked in my kitchen. In the end, I had 12 mini wreaths. Again, they cost me around $3 a piece to create, which is such a bargain. And that's it for this very easy DIY project. These little mini wreaths can be used year after year. Like I said at the beginning, I am now on my 3rd year of using these wreaths, and they look like I just made them yesterday. They are holding up wonderfully. They're not outside, so they're not exposed to the elements. They're just sitting there on the cabinet, so not really getting banged up. You just kind of are careful opening and closing your cabinets, but for the most part, they're soft. Even if they kind of bump into the edge of a wall, nothing's really happening to them. So I'm really pleased with how these have held up, and I love the way that they make my kitchen look. I do not have a ton of counter space, so I don't like to do a lot of accessorizing on my countertop, especially not during the holiday season, because I just really need that space to work in the kitchen. So if you try this project, please let me know. I'd love to see your version of it. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer them. I'll leave a link to all of the supplies that I used in this project also in the description box below. Also, if you want to see some step-by-step still images of this project, if you want to kind of take your time and work through it slowly and scroll through the photos, I have some very detailed photos on the blog post that accompanies this project. So I will leave that in the description box below as well for you to check out. Don't forget to visit me at dianedecor.com. I post all about DIY decor projects and decorating on a budget over there. And I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.